Oh, what is going on? Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me check something. Chat.
Shall we play a game?
Yay. Hey. How you doing, Bim? Yeah, I'm just now. Just starting back up. Just.
Step back. LAPD.
You doing all right? Let me know if it seems a little laggy or if it's smooth. Hang on 1 second. Gotta put my
Cole.
black frame glasses on. Because for some reason, it's saying my frames missed and skip missed due to encoding lag. But sometimes it does it at the very beginning and whenever everything's booting up. And I did it a couple times because I jumped in and out because I noticed something wasn't right or something. But just let me know if it seems like it's not running smooth or something. Appreciate it.
What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you were out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people.
Stand aside.
Uh-oh. Did he already run?
Window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
And just to let you know, yeah, I'm really enjoying Fallout 76. I think I already mentioned it to you, but yeah. I look back on when the last time I played a Fallout game, and it was 8 years ago. So that might have had something that might have something to do with it, because I didn't play Fallout 4. I would assume if you played Fallout 4, there's I'm sure there's differences, but not as big as a difference from me coming from New Vegas to 76. You know, which is the whole building stuff. And anyway, I'm enjoying it. It's nice. I like it.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Okay. Usually they say something. He's not going to say anything. Okay. Guess it doesn't mean anything.
don't think this is any use to us.
Okay.
I doubt it.
I'm sure this is going to trigger.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. And you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
Hey, Pixel. You doing all right? I'm doing good. I just started it. I just walked into the locker room. So you haven't really missed anything. Oh, wait, there's no music.
Any ideas?
R&I could trace that phone number, find out who that limey was talking to before he cut out of here.
Okay, so let's do a call. Wait, it's supposed to be on the other side.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
On the other side. Oh, there it is.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks.
You know the place? Flop house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
All right. Well, let's head there.
You can drive.
All right, where to?
Make him earn his pay.
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Ooh, watch it.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
That's the cop from the newspaper.
It is. I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah, what do you want?
Where does baby oil come from?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
I know that face. That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of a big deal.
What the heck?
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Look at all the stars. So a Bob Hope story. Oh, kids. Whenever I was about 7, Bob Hope had created a school in our area in Texas that was like, it might have been other places too. I don't know, but I know he created one in Port Arthur, Texas, and it was to help. I believe it was disabled kids. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, he would have a big thing down here. It was the Bob Hope Golf Classic, and so he'd have it down here at the Babes Harris Golf Course, and majority of the time they'd have like. They would have Texas teams. I don't know how much I know about football, but or if you're all football fans at all. But Bum Phillips, I was a big Houston Oilers fan, and part of that was because Bum Phillips, who coached Houston Oilers back when I was growing up, also coached at my high school, and Wade Phillips actually was a quarterback, which I went to a high school called PNG, Port Neches Groves. Anyway, we were we were recently in the news for bad intentions. Anyway, down at Disney, but anyway, this is beside the point. They would invite, because they were in the area and as Bob Hope, they would invite Houston Oilers football players and Dallas Cowboys football players. Anyway, to get to the point, I loved Bob Hope, and so I remember I wanted his autograph so bad, and they went walking, him and his wife. They went walking, while the crowd was like roped off, and I was hollering at him to get his autographed, and he didn't give it to me. But his wife touched my face, but that wasn't enough. I was so mad. And then the Derek Dolls, which were the Houston Oilers cheerleaders, my dad was like, go take a picture with them. That'll cheer you up. I'm like a 7 or 8-year-old kid. And I was still mad. I have the picture and I'm like frowning. I was so mad. And my mom was like, why do you care so much about Bob Hope's autograph? I was like, I don't know. I just did. Anyway, that's my Bob Hope story. Nope. He said something about Tommy. What did he say again? So prominent Tommies. Tommies meant males, right? Back in the day, is that what that meant? Or wait, or does it mean females? No, it has to be males. I'll hit every damn name, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Okay. Is that it? Is there even more? No, that's it. Okay. So this is the second page. What was Tommy's was a nickname or something, wasn't it? Was Tommy's a nickname for males or? I mean, I can hit through all of them, but it doesn't. Oh wait, nope. That was. Oh wait, Spencer Tracy.
Olive oil comes from olives.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
Baby oil come from.
Did you hear that? Olive oils come from olives. Where does baby oil come?
That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
Okay. I didn't want to do it, but I already done Cary Grant, didn't I? Or am I supposed? I'm not supposed to be doing this. I thought it was too, Bim. I thought it was. I didn't want to do this. I've already done these. Maybe it's not. I'm on the second page. Unless I'm supposed to be hitting room number.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation?
I don't like doing this, but I don't know. I thought Tommy's maybe because Spencer Tracy starred in like old gangster movies or something. So Tommy Guns or something. I don't know. This is bugging me though, so I want to actually look it up. To be honest. So it's going to pause it for a second, or while I look it up. Okay, so I'm going to go with this definition. But it does say Tommy's, so wait, why'd it go there? Okay. So Clark Gable. I don't know Danny Kaye. I don't know Glenn Ford. Not ours. Jimmy Cagney. It says a guy, or actually, that might be more of a slang for nowadays. I need to look up what slang was for 40s. Let me see. Um, okay, well that's making more things. That's making things more confusing. One of them has it as a slang for common soldier in the British Army. Then one of them has it for soldiers. Certainly one of the stuff should. I guess I'm just going to click every damn name in the book then. I already did that one. That's a female. Female. Hedy Lamarr.
Follow Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil come from? I know that face. That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
I watched a documentary about Hedy Lamar, and supposedly, like, she was like genius woman. Like, she designed something to do with radio waves and stuff. I don't remember. It's been a couple of years ago, but I first heard her name in Blazing Saddles. Okay. I don't know that much about her. Just gonna go down. I'm going down every single one. Am I doing it? Am I supposed to be looking at?
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation?
Okay, I'm at a loss here. I'm sure there's no sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me. Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down. What? Am I missing a page? No. Okay. In IT, what I'm doing here, what we refer to this as, I'm using a brute force tactic. If I didn't have an elegant way to break the password, what I'm doing here is what would be referred to as a brute force way. Brute force attack. I'm gonna go ahead, just click every single.
Winston Churchill, a very patriotic Englishman, is staying in room 207.
Holy shit, I was right.
Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
I said it too. Did you hear me when I looked it up? It said Germans referred to British soldiers as Tommies.
Busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
Okay,
Olive oil comes from
hang on.
Where does baby oil come from?
Okay, I gotta shake the cobwebs out of my head. I had to stand up, kind of loosen
What are
up.
we waiting for?
Because if I would have thought about the British soldier, then I would have known that I could have just went straight to Winston Churchill. But for some reason, there were so many actors. I was thinking it had something to do with that, but I should have known it wasn't. And he was the only one that wasn't an actor, really. All right. I hope this is not how the nights. This is this is foreshadowing my mindset for the rest of this case. I do need to do. Hang on one second. I need to. Okay. Now Jerry's, yeah, I've heard that one. Tommy's, I thought it had something to do with the mail. I didn't a mail, but I didn't know it had to do with soldiers. I've never heard that term, but cherries I haven't heard the
Wrinkle
term.
was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
And then I didn't pay attention. What the hell? I didn't pay attention to what his 207. Okay. Go this way. Oh, wait. 26. Oh, 27 straight ahead.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
Well, that's messed up.
Door's unlocked.
So we'll
Looks
just
like
walk
you've had a
in.
broad up here.
God damn.
Gives us angle if he has a real love interest.
Oh, there's...
Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
The very first case, I think, wasn't it? Instant heat. Parnell's. Oh, wait, right here.
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
It's still warm.
It's still warm. Might be in the restroom. It might be in the restroom.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts. Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Just those two, right? Yep.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
All right.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil come from? I know that.
Babies.
That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug fishers last week.
That's the cop from the newspaper.
Don't start. You talked about popcorn last time. Now you're talking about candy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
Do you eat? I'm gonna mess you up now, because now I'm about to mix. Because you mentioned candy, now I'm about to mention
We
the
need to know
popcorn.
which room is Candy's.
I know the salt and sweet thing is real because I like doing that. But my ex mother-in-law, when she had popcorn, a lot of times she would like to have some kind of like chocolate, like something chocolate. Not every time, but if like she was treating herself or something, she'd pop popcorn, but she'd also have like some kind of like chocolate. I don't even know, like chocolate, something chocolate, like maybe a chocolate kiss or something. And she would eat like popcorn and then eat like a chocolate kiss or something.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
LAPD.
I heard
ma'am.
he's an honest cop.
We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
Wait, where'd he go? Did he go outside? Oh. Oh, geez. Okay.
Give it up,
Sounds
bitch.
like we're missing all the
He's gone
fun.
fuck
Get in
both
there,
of us, and
Phelps.
You know where he's hiding. Now tell me where he is before I cut you.
Like hitting women. This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
That was my best dodge fight that I've had, I think. Butter and popcorn guy. Okay.
Out cold.
I mean,
Breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
I don't know too many people who did eat their popcorn that way. I was just curious because you mentioned candy and it made me think of popcorn before to mess with you. But it was just, it's a strange thing. I thought it was kind of strange, but yeah, I definitely, I have one of my ex-girlfriends.
Nope.
This is a little over the top, and this is younger, and this is, you know, back in the days where it didn't really matter, and but she'd pop popcorn, then she'd get real butter, and then she'd put it in the microwave, and then she would melt it, and then try to let it cool for a little bit, and then pour it over the popcorn. If it was too hot, it would kind of melt the popcorn. But if you did it right, it was really good. And there you go, Bim. I'm making you want popcorn now. You're going to be cussing me. Damn it. I didn't want popcorn. It was really good, actually. And even when she messed up and it was too hot, and it
to me,
and it would melt the popcorn some, it didn't matter. I mean, your hands would get all buttery and ugh.
Doesn't look like anything.
It's good. Wait. So there's nothing really. I'm surprised you didn't after the last stream. Sounded like you wanted some. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I checked all his body parts, but whatever. Ooh, nice.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? She's leaving town.
Okay. Okay, can't go in there. Oh no, didn't want that. Wait, can I? Oh, I didn't go over here. Here we go.
Scania sails from New York. Single ticket, one way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
Okay. So what is the evidence that we even collected? Bookmaker's odds, bookmaker payouts, magazine coupon. Oh, well, yeah. Movie ticket stub. Okay.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Okay, so I'm gonna doubt that.
Save it for the
No
suckers, Candy.
shit.
Albert won big. He may not have told you, but you don't strike me as the type
might
to
have
leave
jumped.
town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatfoot. I'm done with this burg and all the cheap chiselers who live here.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Shit. I'm gonna use it. Ask community. Lie? What would I say? That, but that's not. I don't trust that being a lie, though. And I don't know what my evidence would be to. Just one of those tricky ones. God dang it. I'm going to go doubt. This might be painful.
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
I said this was going to be a bad one.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
You're leaving town. Yes, I'm going straight home. This, well, man, I am going to F up this interrogation or questioning. I might even, this might be my first O3 because I have no idea what to do. I know it doesn't make any sense. I mean, she said, yes, I'm going straight home.
You gonna stand around here all day? A girl's got things to do.
You're lying to me. Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. But you know where he is. Let me help him, Candy.
Do all you cops run off at the mouth? Prove I know where he is. I don't know where he is, and if I
I
did,
screwed it
I
up.
wouldn't tell you.
Well, get out of your way, Candy. We know you're a busy lady.
Like I said, I've done nothing wrong.
The LAPD expects a little more cooperation. You'd better watch your back, sister. Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this. Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
The world.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Hey, get up. How do I get up? How do I get up?
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Oh my God. It's mouse click. Well, my head is not in it. I didn't get coffee. Oh, they might take my badge from me.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Oh. Flash if you're slipping too far out, and fade if you're in danger of losing the suspect.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
He'll never find out.
I'm assuming that works.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Is that our car? Like,
You even have your license?
Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Well, it's...
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
There's the guy.
A blonde
I heard he's
woman
an
just
honest
came in
cop.
here.
There's an oxymoron.
She went out
for
the
you.
back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
All right. Well, we know what we're about to do.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines. We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
You're behind the wheel. Fine. Where are we headed?
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Oh, man.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a block in here, Mervyn?
Exactly.
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Oh, wait.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Dang it.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company? Hollywood 2187, please. This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Send one round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
Wait.
Do you have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray.
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
What do you think?
Raise, let's go.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
Can you drive to this one? I'm still mulling over the questions I
And Candy is picking up the winnings.
got wrong.
Smart play. Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. She knows his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
Police! Side Squad Creek.
Hammond is full of
Oh my
himself.
God.
Being this sure he was gonna win.
Y'all would have hit each other if it wasn't for me. Turn, man. Have I mentioned how much I hate telling in games? Have I mentioned that? Oh.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
What are you, liquored up?
That bitch is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Move. Come on, bruh. Oh my God. Yeah.
Stay off the road, shine punt.
It's gotta be. Okay.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
Honestly, I drive a lot better in real life.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
God damn! Three blondes walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it. That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
You think talk is cheap, try hiring a lawyer.
Goddamn wedding.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Easy!
Holy cow.
Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy.
Make
Who
me
shot you?
pay.
Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
.32 caliber. One shot fired. The Egyptian Theater.
Okay, just those two. Okay.
So, what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Hmm. I just went out the window. Where's the car? Oh, over here.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right.
Where are we going?
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Give me 1 second. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Wake up, Cole. Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
I am.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take a short money. It's for the best, kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, and so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro. You're clear.
Oh, this other guys?
Come on, guys. How was it that? 10-2 when I find him.
Oh, jeez. Where are they? Oh, fine.
You're covered, Phelps.
Where are you?
You limey cocksucker.
Oh no. Good. Oh, is that not? Couldn't kill him. Oh. Whoa. Huh?
It's time to come out.
I don't care. I went 0 for 3. That was a good kill.
Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Oh.
Catch.
Knock him out,
This guy
John.
yourself from New York,
Wow,
man.
this
Be on
man's
the next
killing
train
me.
and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine, and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to
Is it
get
going to go back far enough?
that
Damn it, it
LAPD
doesn't.
cops might be involved.
Damn it.
Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps, got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
Did I fail this case? Wow. So don't spoil anything. Do y'all remember this one? Like, don't spoil anything. But if I would have asked the correct questions, would she have lived? Well, I guess that's a huge ass spoil. But you can spoil that for me. Do y'all remember playing this one? Or this case? Because that seems brutal. Like, I messed up something there because of what they say with Candy headed for the morgue. You won't have a second chance to get her full story. Like on this one, Pixel. Okay, but now I don't remember what question I asked him. Yeah, could I have saved Candy? Basically. Like if I would have asked the correct questions. Oh, okay. That was your no. That's what you're saying on no. Okay, gotcha, Bim. And then, okay, so I couldn't have saved her. Okay, well, I don't feel as bad. But that was one hell of a shot. I just got to say. My reflexes, look at that. I wish I would have remembered, and then I would have. I forgot I had this. I could have done the rewind and looked at it real quick. But it only goes back so many seconds. So I don't care. I went 0-3 with that headshot. You know, I'm happy about that.
.187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the Army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Yeah, I wish I would have remembered it like sooner, Bim, and I would have done it, but it only goes back 30 seconds, I think. Or 60 seconds. It goes back 60 seconds, I believe. And then so my thing is, what would be neat is to do like where y'all could trigger it, where you guys could trigger it, and if y'all wanted to see it again or something, y'all would type in the command, which would kick that rewind.
Cole,
I need to find a solution though to where it would automatically fast forward after it went there, because at this time I have to fast forward it back into like back up the speed basically. All right. So
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
What's with that getup of
well, I mean, I don't know when I would do that. I mean,
this is my science
when I would activate or
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get
make that command available anyway,
Like it or
but
not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
there needs to be a cooldown on pretty much everything, to be honest. But
I got this gadget whiz.
but when it's just a few of you guys, then I'm not really worried about it, you know. What time is it? Oh, dude, it was an hour and 22 minutes. All right. Well, I wonder how long this case goes. Like I know if I were to implement it, then y'all wouldn't like um, abuse it. I don't think so. I don't know. Just kidding. But if there were to be a bunch of people in here, or if there was a raid or something like that, or whatever, someone might do it. But I have a cooldown on all that stuff, most of it, except for the Noire one. I don't have a cooldown on that because that one I won't. There's not really an effect. It's just turning it black and white and then turning it back to color type thing. So, all right, all right, Bim. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Sunday, I'll pick back up. I don't know. I might not start the case. I might go do this one and that might be it. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. And have a great night. Have a great weekend. And I'd love for you to stop by Sunday. Do they drive to, let me see real quick.
You're behind the wheel.
Does he drive to?
Any available unit of
Okay, it does
44
do that.
suspect
Okay.
to be taken into custody at Sunset and Ivar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Car 11K. We'll handle the outstanding suspect.
Roger 11K. See the detective. A possible 484 at Sunset and Ivar. Bookmakers. 11 King code 2.
Detective Phelps.
Look, Phelps, in a minute, a bagman named Rampley's gonna walk in here and put a mint on some horse running in the 5th. We don't care about Rampley so much as we want his boss. He's the one we're gonna put away for fixing the race.
You're hoping Rampley will lead us to him?
Bingo. Here's what you're gonna do. Get in there, blend in, wait for our mark. You'll be in a dark coat. Wait until he hands over the cash, then tail him. Good luck.
Ew.
I'll wait outside. Keep an eye on the place.
This is the. Okay. This is just the side one though. That's the reason I brought up the map pixel is I was like, wait, this is talking like as if it's like this one, but there's the murder scene, so that's the main one. This is just the side one. I thought that's what it was, but so this side one
Isn't that the cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
sucks.
Here's what I heard. That cop caught the guy that did the Dahlia, but they covered it up. Some kind of conspiracy.
Give me $1,000 on Cavalcade in the 5th.
Well, I don't know if you heard me earlier. I'm not a fan. Like I'm not a fan of telling stuff in games. Wait, sorry, I try not to. What? Did I miss something?
Hey, come on. This ain't New York.
Oh, that's not a spoil. You commenting that you don't like or do like something, that's not a spoil. And it's a side mission, so I don't really give a shit. Oh, sorry. I mean, I just don't really care. Like, I'm not that concerned with the side quest or something. A main quest, yeah, but... I just don't like in games.
A full G. She's coming in at 20 to 1. You and I are about to retire.
LAPD, you're both under arrest.
Yep, here they go. Take off running. Ooh, wait. Ooh.
Reinforcements are on the way. See?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I was just saying how in games I hate when there's a tail quest or a tail mission where you have to tell someone.
KGPL. Ambulance required at Sunset and Ivar. Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4, but I'll need an ambulance in a corner.
Roger that, 11K. All units be advised, the 484 at Sunset and Ivar is code 4. Suspects are down.
Because, like, there's been so many games where I've, like, did a tell or something, like on, what was it? I think it was Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands. And you tell something, and it was all through this map. And I got close to the end, and it was like I'd tell them for like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe even longer. And then I got too close near the end, and the mission failed. So I had to do that all over again. I'm just not a big fan of the
His mother would be proud of him, catching all those.
tells. So if I do that, well, where am I? I'll just drive to that one. So, but I'm facing the other way, right? I need to turn around, I think.
This guy must have escaped the loony bin.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Whoa.
Any unit in the vicinity of 211 in progress at 3rd and Union. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify.
Okay, well, good. That makes us we can do another one. We'll do another one, and you know, that'll push us a little closer to... Not really, but whoa, look at this thing. Huh? Fancy. A little over the top, but you know, back in... I bet you this thing's quick. Let's see. Oh, whoa, whoa. Man, that was like a squirrel, right? You get when you're driving along and there's a squirrel on the right side of the road, so you go left to avoid it, and then all of a sudden the squirrel goes, wait, I'm going left. And it was going right the entire time. It was on the entire right side of the road. Oh. You know? I mean, that's exactly what that guy just did. Where? Oh, this is a ways away, isn't it? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm letting him drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
Nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Look at that. Look at that. It's in my orange. It kind of looks like my orange color. Uh-oh.
Stop! LAPD! Like hell!
Well, he just threw his...
Hands in the air!
You nearly knocked me down. Be careful, he looks dangerous. He went that way.
Give it up!
I see him. I see him.
There he
Hurry,
is.
you can still
See him?
catch him.
God damn!
Oh, God dang it. Come on, go.
Holy shit! Don't make me chase you!
Happened.
Stop or I will.
I would think that all the running I do, that I would be faster and better in shape. But yet, I'm not even close to this guy. Oh, come on.
You're going nowhere, pal.
Oh. Right? I mean, it seems like I'd be in better shape. I'd be faster or something, or not necessarily faster, but
211 from intersection of 3rd and Union is code 4.
well, I'd be better shape because I was in the police office, just like better physically in shape. But it seems like every single one of these big time crooks to small time thieves are just easily outrun me for everything. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's see. Is that one marked? Yeah, it's marked. Okay. That's true too. I forgot about that. And I mean, look at him. He looks like he's in good shape.
Can you drive to this one?
I'll go ahead and let it drive to it. Have I asked you before, Pixel? I think I did ask you, and you don't have to tell me. But I'm curious. Like, I know, like Bim is from Kansas, and he grew up, I think, in New Mexico, and he lived majority of his life in Maryland, which is the reason I found out why he likes Bethesda games so much, which I thought was kind of funny.
Thanks.
But like, what part of the? You don't have to tell me exactly where, but like, what part of this states are you from? Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah, and then I had. Where was Mike from? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Banana or Jacob, where he's at now. He said he had moved last time, but
What are we waiting for?
I think he was from. Actually, I'm not sure where he's at now, but Mike was from the Northeast too. I think he was from Maine. Yeah, I think he was from Maine. He hasn't watched this one. He was a big Vampire Masquerade guy. But I'm just curious. I'm just curious where people are from. Scrub was from California. Ashley of the Galaxy, which she hadn't been back, but she was from Maine. And then at 19, she went to Japan to go to like a university there or something. And then she just ended up liking it there, and she worked in IT, and she's been there for like the last 10 years or something. And then Emperor was from England, London. And then there was one guy from Georgia, the country. But I was just curious because most of the people, for some reason, have been like that have stopped by and talked or followed has actually been from the Northeast. Like most of them have been like in that area, like Maine, Maryland. Well, I mean, he lives in Kansas now. Bim does, but he lived his whole life in Maryland. He's retired now. But yeah, and then the only bad thing is and I don't have a problem with it because I mean that's a problem I do. But I like some of them. I want to ask them other questions, and then they might not come back. That's the only bad thing, you know. It's like the guy from Georgia, the country. Like I wanted to ask him some stuff, and he didn't come back, you know. And then Emperor, he actually came back a couple of times. Because I wanted to ask him for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'll go down like rabbit holes of like YouTube and or just whatever. And I got on this kick of watching Amazon. It was like shows about narrow boats. Do you know anything about narrow boats in England? Anyway, it's kind of something weird, but it's not really weird, but it's just it's like back in the days, like industrial age type thing. England cut all these like canals out, like, you know, from where they were mining possibly and where they needed to be. And they found out that the horse could only carry like so many tons, right? But if they dug out a canal, which wasn't very deep and not very wide, and they filled it with water, the horse could like pull like 20, 30 times more, something. It was something ridiculous. So they have all these little canals in there. And then what happened is, of course, that didn't last long because then they started laying railroad tracks. And, but then it became like a social thing, like a recreational thing where it was like boating, you know? So, they have like these little narrow boats. They call them narrow boats. And anyway, this has nothing to do with nothing, but it's just one of those things. Like I'll go down and I'm curious about it. So I watched it. And one of them was this English man that like, he sold his stuff and like, cause it's like a little house, you know, it's like a little narrow, you know, it's a narrow boat. It's a narrow boat, but it's, you know, it's a decent sized boat. Smaller than a regular boat, but long. It's like, you know, so many, like 40 something feet or 50 something feet. Like, anyway, I wanted to ask him questions about that. Luckily he came back and I asked him a bunch of questions to see about it, but he was like, yeah, I know a little bit about them, but I like, they're more for recreation stuff or something. And like people like go get on their boat and go to the lake. You know, it's kind of like that. You have that, but then you have people who actually live on the narrow boats and like. Anyway, that's the only bad thing is like I'll have questions and like I wanted to ask that guy, and then like Ashley of the Galaxy, like I had a bunch of questions about, like I just wanted to ask her about Japan and stuff, but she didn't come back. So that's the only bad thing is it's like, dang. And so, anyway, but you don't really get to do it so much like on some of your my game plays. You end up having to pause it or something like that. This one's a good one though, to be able to talk to people because there's good stopping points. But like and Disco Elysium was that way too. You know, there's good stopping points. Because it was a detective type game. But then like Vampire the Masquerade was you know, it was more difficult to do it because it was more of an action paced game and stuff like that. But I try to remember like as much as I can. Sometimes I'll forget. Like I remember Jacob was in the military and he was a medical and he was in Fort Polk because I was stationed in Fort Polk whenever I was in the Army. So I remember that. This is going to be weird, but I remember more that you watched your sister play RDR2 or Red Dead Redemption on console, but you didn't. I know that better than you do only play games with console, right? It's like it's like that's a kind of like my memory. It's like I'll remember like you mentioning that almost better than you telling me that you mainly just play console games. I have no idea why. Don't ask me. So it's just my brain. I think it's just certain things that'll like, you know, that triggers in my brain for memory type thing. It's easy to remember or whatever. But I know this was a short stream, but to be honest, it seemed like the homicide cases lasted a little longer. Like they were a little more like a little more like there was more chapters, more stuff to do. I can't be wrong about that because it seems like every single one of these cases have been like even when I started Vice, I think every single one of them I was done close to an hour and 40 minutes into it. And then I would BS on here for a little bit or might do another crime or something like that. Didn't it seemed like there was more clues I had to get and more interrogations I had to get. I hope this is not a sign because to me, you'll see this in games sometime. And I mean, I'm not knocking it. I do like the differences of the stuff. But there is games out there where you can actually see the build up and how it gets better and better and better. And then Cyberpunk kind of did it where you can see the big build up and it's like big or like good and stuff. And then it starts tinkering at it starts like not falling apart, but it's like they were mailing it in. I guess would be a good way to say it. Mailing it in for us and emailing it in for the younger generation. But yeah, I'm not saying they're doing that. It just seems like the other ones were a lot more intricate, I guess would be a word. You know? But not knocking it. I mean, but what I'm gonna say is on the homicide case, I could easily go through one case and do one crime thing, and I would be over 2 hours on that stream. On this one, I've done a case, a couple of crime things, and found a couple of cars, and I still hadn't hit 2 hours. You know, so with that being said, there is a point I'm getting to it, right? Easy. I'm not saying you, but my ex-wife used to always mess with me about it. She was like, "Okay, point, get to the point. It's a riddle wrapped into a riddle, and Um, so anyway, what I'm saying is I might go through a case without doing anything, like any crime thing, see where I sit. And if I'm like an hour and 15 minutes into it, which I was pretty close to the hour, I was an hour and 25 or 30 on this one, I might just start another case again and do 2 cases. So just keep that in mind. Next one, Sunday when I do it. And a lot of times, not that this is a huge deal, but like it helps when when I have more for my average viewer, it helps, but that's not a big deal. I just want to give at least 2 hours, and so I might, or a little over 2 hours. So I might start doing 2 cases. If the first case Sunday falls at about an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm not going to do any other crime, I'm just going to do the case. And if it falls at about an hour and 15 minutes, then I'm going to go ahead and start the next case. So just to give you a heads up. But I'm going to probably end this one, just end it a little early. It's an hour and 50 minutes, which is kind of short, but I am jonesing to play Fallout 76. I started playing Fallout 76 and it's like, I'm enjoying it. And I wasn't a big Fallout fanboy, but I did like Fallout. And I hadn't played Fallout in like 8 years. I didn't play Fallout 4 because it wouldn't fit on my widescreen. And then they made me mad. So, or not made me mad, but I was just disappointed. Anyway, so I'm really enjoying the world again, the Fallout world. Wait, my favorite was Lightning Returns. Oh, for Fallout, the Fallout series? Is that what you're talking about? No worries. I mean, I will say this. I don't know that much about the lore or any of that. I'm not that far into it. I just like the atmosphere or the environment that the world gives. Like, I think I've said this before. I like cyberpunk stuff, steampunk stuff, post-apocalyptic stuff. And if you mix the like future retro stuff, like their future stuff looks like this stuff from the 40s retro. It's like I don't know how to phrase that type of. It's like Art Deco. It's like future Art Deco retro or something. I don't know how to say it, but if you mix those together, then I just like that. But like I said, I don't know that much about the lore and stuff. And I played like Fallout 2, Fallout 3, or Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and then Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Now, I didn't play any of the branches off, like Brotherhood of Steel and some of the other ones, but and I didn't play Fallout 4. But anyway, I appreciate you stopping by, Pixel, and honestly, I'd love for you to come by Sunday. Hopefully, well, no, because I think he's off doing exercises. Banana or Jacob is, so he won't be on till Tuesday. Because if you haven't noticed, like Banana Banana or Jacob, he chats quite a bit. So he's a nice person to have in chat, that he likes to chat quite a bit. Bim kind of does, but a lot of times he'll just sit back. So, but Banana or Jacob does quite a bit, which is nice. I mean, you don't have to chat, but anyway, honestly, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Sunday, same thing. I'm going to start it up, but if it, like I said, if it falls under 120, an hour and 20 minutes, then I'm going to do 2 cases because it's just too short. Like, I mean, I'll push this to 2 hours because I'm chatting with you, which I don't know why I have it on that. I could do it to that scene, but whatever. But yeah, again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night. And hopefully you'll come by Sunday and we'll continue this quest or continue this case. Again, have a good night. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you on the flip side. See you later.